game on the slate. It is Penn State versus Michigan, and it is a big one in the Big Ten. Man, James, I don't know. I don't believe you should be on hot seats if you can't beat Michigan and Penn State or Michigan and Ohio State, because I've already laid it out. I think those are two more premier programs at this point in college football than what you have at your stable at Penn State. That being said, I mean, at what year, at what time are you going to do it? At what time are you going to be able to get past these guys? Is it the year that you have an NFL corner, a 5-star quarterback, a first-round draft pick at left tackle? Is it that year? Is it the year that you have the Big Ten's arguably best combination at running back? Is it that year? It better be. It better be. You better have an opportunity to get them or play them close this year, because if you don't, buddy, I don't know when. And again, I don't expect you to do it. All right, but your fan base does, apparently. All right, other people around college football expect you to do it. I don't. I expect Michigan to handle you. I think Michigan is a better football team overall. I think they have a better quarterback. I think they have better line of scrimmage play. I think they're a more complete football team. But here's the caveat. All right, there's one caveat and one recipe to success for this football team in Penn State this week, even though it's a nooner for some damn reason during this whiteout. J.J. McCarthy has one blimp on the radar this year. Just like one game where you're like, what if that rears its head against a good opponent? He had 3 interceptions, 3 inexcusable interceptions, only 3 interceptions on the year this year against Bowling Green. He had 3 interceptions against a really, really bad Bowling Green team that, well, I shouldn't say really bad. They beat Tech this year. They had a Power 5 win. But nonetheless, 3, like, boom, 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 turnovers. You do that on the road this week against Penn State, you might catch an L. What was the reaction over here for?
Well, shout out Bowling Green.
Yeah, shout out Bowling Green. Morgan's grandpa will be happy about that. I'm going to do it. I think Penn State wins this game.
Why?
Damn.
Why in the hell would you ever think that?
Michigan wins, ladies and gentlemen.
They can't score. They can't. I don't believe they can score Saturday. I don't find a way.
And you can't stop Washington's offense either.
That's true. Yeah, it did seem unstoppable.
They can't score until they throw 3 interceptions.
That's true. Short fields, all that good stuff.
I think the problem with this is, and this is somewhat of a cop-out, but I think it's fair, I can't really quantify how good this Michigan team is now based on everything that's going on about them. How much of an outside factor is that playing in? How much did what they were doing help them in the game? Did they lose an edge now because of that? And, oh, by the way, you're playing on the road. Say what you want about it being a noon kick. It's still going to be a raucous environment for Michigan. So all those things make it really hard for me to judge how this game's going to go. I think Michigan pulls it out. I think Michigan's a better team, like you said. Penn State's offense struggles, but there's part of me that can absolutely see Penn State winning this game.
All they got to do is just throw deep balls.
Yeah, just let the receiver
chuck it up no
Just
matter what.
Chuck it up no matter what.
Maybe they come down with it.
No reads. Just throw it up.
Even if they have 4 safeties back there.
Just might make somebody's skin crawl.
What a ridiculous thing to say to the coach.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I've heard crazier things.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts tonight, guys, before we wrap it up?
I feel like there's one thing we were leaving.
Do we have anything else?
Oh, I've got a hypothetical.
Okay, I love hypotheticals.
Michigan loses, Georgia loses. Who jumps more in the rankings, Penn State or Ole Miss?
Ole Miss road win. Penn State's playing it at home. Ole Miss is also a 10.5-point dog in that football game. I think Penn State's only 4.5.
Okay.
So a much bigger win on the road for Ole Miss than it would be a home dog win.
I would
for
agree
Penn
with that.
State. So
I would agree with that.
I like the hypothetical though.
Mm-hmm.
What's the predictions? What do we think? Any big losses? I know we still have a Thursday show, but you guys, you like Penn State? You think that's happening? We like Michigan.
Yeah, I'm going to say Michigan, but I said it yesterday.
Michigan by like 14.
I said it yesterday. This is the week where absolute shit hits the fan. Where I think we can walk away and go, okay, we lost 4 teams to the playoff this week.
I say Michigan by 14, but James Franklin, if you're listening to me right now, beat the shit out them cheaters. I'm just kidding. I'm not that upset about it, but I am kind of upset about it. I also want to see what Twitter does when it happens, because Twitter's going to lose their mind.
The memes are going to be great.
It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be one of the best times to be on the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Better, and you know what? It's going to be so much better than when Stanford came back from 29 points down because no one was awake.
Yeah,
no
because
one
it
was
wasn't
awake.
3:30 in the morning.
We're gonna have our guy Gus Johnson just screaming his ever loving vocal cords off at 12:30 Okay, watching Penn State throw their 7th ball behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be epic. Can't wait to watch it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. We love you. Subscribe if you haven't. All right, give us a chance. I told you, give us a chance to be your show for national college football discussion. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.